So you may be wondering, what is this machine here? Well, simply put, this is an ozone machine. Why are we talking about ozone machines? Well, the fact is you're going to be hearing a lot more about ozone machines here in the near future. My wife and I have been using ozone for multiple years now to sanitize our home. It removes odors, it's antibacterial, it's antifungal, which means it's great against mold. There's lots of benefits to drinking ozonated water. So we just recently, here about 6 months ago, got a machine that will ozonate our water. Then we actually figured out you could get a machine to ozonate your laundry water. And man, has that been a game changer for doing laundry in the Johansson house, especially because I make some stinky clothes. Now, TMI, I know, but ozone. This machine right here is a medical ozone therapy device. It uses pure oxygen and pumps that pure oxygen into the ozone machine and gives you medical grade ozone therapy. Why am I talking about this again? Well, actually, if we look at the studies that are coming out right now, let's just take a look at them. Here's one. This is the Public Health Emergency Collection. Now, what we're referring to here is on PubMed. This is the national database for scientific literature that our doctors and health professionals are supposed to log in and read studies on. This is actually published in the Public Health Emergency Collection. This was in November this year. What they did is they actually tested COVID-19 patients that had a lot of pneumonia going on. And what they found, if you read the results right here, following the ozone treatment, a significant improvement in inflammation and oxygenation indexes occurred rapidly within the first 9 days after the treatment. Now, reduction in inflammatory markers like CRP or interleukin 6. These are markers of inflammation in the blood, and this is exactly why people are getting so sick, is because of this inflammation of the blood. If you're already an inflamed individual and this virus triggers your inflammation to go even higher, you're in a rough situation. For the most part, though, people who have normal inflammation going on in their body, they're going to function. Their immune system is going to function just fine, and they're going to be okay with this. Now, what they saw in the conclusion, our results show that ozone treatment would be a promising therapy for COVID-19 patients. It leads to a fast recovery. It improves major respiratory indexes, blood gas parameters, on and on. Now let's look at another one, because this you can't just look at one study, right? This was actually published in the American Journal of Case Reports. This was back in August. Again, COVID-19 patients treated with oxygen ozone. Now, and these 3 patients, and granted, it's only 3 patients, these 3 patients were treated. They had COVID-19 pneumonia who presented with respiratory failure. Invasive mechanical ventilation was not required in these 3 patients. All patients were discharged home on days 3 and 4 after the ozone treatment. Now, we're talking about individuals who had severe COVID-19 pneumonia, and they were given ozone 1 to 4 sessions of ozone therapy. And they were going home 3 or 4 days later. I mean, that's how fast ozone turns on the immune system. And that's the key here. Ozone actually, what it does is actually oxygenates the body. And in that oxygenation, it turns on the immune system. And the immune system is what fights the bad bacteria, bad fungi, viruses, so on and so forth. So you're going to hear a lot more about ozone therapy in the future, mark my words, because more and more studies, as they were scrambling to come up with something to help while they also were scrambling to come up with a vaccine, they did a lot of studies on ozone therapy. Those of us who have been using ozone therapy for a long time, we have been waiting for them to do research like this, because you go to other countries like Germany, especially Italy, they've been using they've been using ozone therapy for years to treat different ailments in their hospitals, not in alternative medicine clinics or whatever, in their hospitals. So ozone can be a very safe, very reliable way to turn on your immune system, to cleanse your body of mold, bacteria, fungus, viruses, things like that. And we're going to hear a lot more about this ozone therapy. So stay tuned. I'm going to do some more videos on this. Thanks for watching. Zach with Muscles and Veggies out.